Welcome to the New Jersey Family Engagement Webinar Supporting Student Success. I'm Jeanette Mejias, and I'm the co-project director of the New Jersey Family Engagement Hub. And we are so happy that you're here with us today. Please note this is a pre-recording and not live streamed. We invite you to please join us live in our next webinar for active participation. In today's webinar, we are going to learn the importance of family engagement and how strong partnerships between parents, schools, and communities can help increase students' academic performance through family engagement. Before we go ahead and get started, I would like for the team to introduce themselves.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Lanisha Mako Ridley, and I am the co-project director of the New Jersey Family Engagement Hub. Before I turn it over to my colleague, I just want to give you some information about myself. I am a mom of a 4-year-old autistic son. We live in Parsippany, New Jersey, and we are so happy to be a part of the SPAN family.
Good morning. My name is Kim Rivers, and I am the training coordinator for the New Jersey Family Engagement Hub. I am a mom of 3. I've got a son with autism and 2 girls who are 22 and 16, and I am very excited to be on this team.
Good morning. My name is Tiffany Molina. I am the Family Engagement Specialist for the Central Region. I'm also a mother of 5 and a former school teacher.
Hello, everyone. I'm Tara Semanek, and I am thrilled to be on the family engagement team with SPAN. I am a parent of 3 who is military, and my children have disabilities. And I am a fierce advocate for those who cannot speak for themselves.
Hello, everyone. My name is Faith Victor. I am the Northern Family Engagement Specialist, and I'm excited to be here.
Hello, everyone. My name is Alexis Pratt, and I'm the Community Engagement Specialist for the New Jersey Family Engagement Hub, and I'm also happy to be here.
Wonderful. So we want to go ahead and get the conversation started. So when you think about family engagement, what does that mean to you? We want you to just take a minute and think about that. And then you will learn throughout the presentation what you might discover or rediscover in family engagement. Kim?
Thank you, Jeanette. So, for those of you who know SPAN or familiar with what SPAN does, the SPAN Parent Advocacy Network is the umbrella organization for our project. And this is actually a new project. So, SPAN has always had components of family engagement with every part of what they do. So, we want to share a little bit about our parent organization. SPAN is the Parent Center for New Jersey. SPAN's mission is to empower and support families and involved professionals who are interested in the healthy development and education for children and youth. We provide information, technical assistance, resources, and support for families. So this slide actually provides a little overview of the types of programs that SPAN offers. Everything from education, health, mental health, human services, childcare, child welfare. We extend to over 40 national, regional, and local programs, and we are funded by government agencies, foundations, and fee-for-service contracts. So this presentation is presented by our New Jersey Family Engagement Hub, and it's funded by the U.S. Department of Education. So over to
So
Lanisha.
what is the New Jersey Family Engagement Hub? We are a resource. We are a resource for all families, all students, all educators, and especially the communities in which these students and families live. We are here to serve you through training and as a resource. So our website, www.njfehub, will be a resource where families, youth, and community can go to and get information that they require. The Family Engagement Hub has partners that we work with to make us more successful. Our current partners are the New Jersey Department of Education, Parents Inc., Booksmart, and Rutgers Social Emotional Learning Lab. Our program has an action plan, and that action plan spans over the next 5 years. And over those 5 years, we will be serving 75 school districts throughout the state of New Jersey. We have been divided regionally, which is why we have coordinators in the north, the central, and the southern regions of New Jersey. Our services will be core services, and those services are available to everyone. Those core services are basically information so that anyone can access that information basically via our website. Our intensive services will be offered in the schools in which we partner. Those intensive services will be in the form of not only information, but training and any other wraparound services that we can provide to those school districts through the community partners that we will be partnering with.
So what will the hub offer? As stated, it will be a centralized resource for training, for technical assistance. Families will be able to access information to help increase their engagement and build better relationships with your schools. So we will have information not just for families, but also for educators, practitioners, and community organizations, helping to provide all of the information regarding educational barriers, opportunities for engagement, easy to understand, usable information, events, activities, with the goal of helping increase engagement at schools.
Now to the million-dollar question, what is family engagement? So let's begin with this image you see here. It shows the student in the center and the community and the school and the family surrounding the students. So that's how we can think of all aspects of family engagement. Everyone working together in different ways for the same purpose, the same outcome, which is student success. At times, the work happens independent of each other. And then there are other times when the school, the community, and the family that work will intersect. So our focus at the hub is to bridge the gap between family, school, and community by assisting and expanding those opportunities and resources for family learning. Now, here in this image, you see a family and a teacher conversing. As a parent and former teacher myself, I have been fortunate enough to be in both the teacher's place and the family's place. And I guess that explains why I use my hands so much when I speak as a former teacher. So I can say from personal experience that creating a strong partnership with all parties involved is really the foundation of family engagement. When schools and families work together, a partnership of support for children develops. Education becomes a shared venture, characterized by mutual respect and trust. in which the importance and influence of each partner is recognized. Although children, families, teachers, and schools benefit individually, their partnership enhances the entire process of education. And now over to Tara.
Thanks, Tiffany. So you can see from the graph that we're looking at, public schools offer a variety of opportunities to be engaged as a family. And elementary, intermediate, and high school areas offer these opportunities at different levels. And looking at the data, you can see that there's a clear decrease in engagement opportunities as our children age and develop through intermediate and high schools. There shows a clear need that we need to adjust how we're doing family engagement. We can be intentional with our engagement. Schools and families create engagement based on their needs are going to have greater opportunity for successes for their students and build greater engagement. We saw this during the pandemic because there was a really significant need for family engagement with faculty and administrative staff to make that whole situation work for us. So now that that's over, we need to find ways to sustain that engagement long term. The data clearly shows that families want to engage, but they're not always quite sure how they can do it based on their own personal situations or the situations in their communities, such as climate and culture in the school. So we need to really dig deep and discover what strategies will work for each individual district and the populations that they serve. And like Tiffany said in the last slide, when education is a shared venture that has mutual respect and trust, the sustainability is going to be there, and family engagement will help increase student achievement, which increases the district's achievements. Now, when we're looking at it, who really benefits from family engagement? I mean, the short answer is everyone really, but when we look at educators receive stronger morale and professional satisfaction from the things they're doing. They're seeing less burden on themselves, and they're being more successful in their classrooms, and they can see it physically in the grading systems that they're using. They're going to be able to have greater success creating, motivating, and engaging with students. The school district and the community themselves are going to also benefit because they're going to have more participation in after-school activities and clubs. They're going to have that increased family and youth involvement, and that's going to lead to more programs being available and greater sustainability for that engagement. Students are going to get higher grades. They're going to have that sense of self-efficacy and self-esteem and more positive attitudes and behavior in general. And the schools are going to be able to be more responsive to those community concerns that ever come up. They're going to build a stronger reputation as a support for the community, with the families, and that's going to be able to show marked improvements and help them improve their facilities, build on more structured curriculums and programs. And that's going to lead to overall greater mental health for their entire population, including staff. And I'm going to turn this over to Jeanette.
Thank you, Tara. So let's talk about best practices and strategies. The dual capacity building framework for family school partnerships. The dual capacity is a framework that is a school-wide approach that empowers families and teachers to build those strong connections. The U.S. Department of Education released Partners in Education, a dual capacity building framework for family school partnerships for schools and their surrounding communities to serve as a model, to build the kind of community engagement that will make schools the center of communities. The dual capacity framework provides a process to enhance the capacity of staff at the district and school levels to cultivate and sustain at scale active, respectful, and effective partnerships with families that are linked to learning and support children's learning and development and school improvement. So why use this framework? The research-based framework emphasizes collaboration among families, educators, and community members. And again, to Tara's point in her previous illustration, the outcomes include higher grades and test scores for students, better attendance and active participation in class, and all in all, more positive attitudes and behavior. Now, over to Kim.
So, why is family engagement important? It cannot be stated enough the impact of family engagement on having an increase in a child's healthy social emotional development. And this is an issue that many families are challenged with, how to support our children's emotional development. When we show up, when families show up and are present at school, and when they are working with teachers, children feel more supported and they can be more secure. And that collaboration where they work together, that partnership between families and educators, it makes everyone stronger. Parents, schools, and communities are stronger when they work together, and they can all contribute to that building of engagement, which results in higher academic achievement long term. So when we're talking about how we affect that, what are we discussing? What is the key to family engagement? Well, number one, communication. Open communication is critical. That means listening to each other. Families, listen to what teachers have to say. Let them know what is happening at home. Create a practice, a protocol for engaging with that communication with your teachers, even if it's on a weekly basis, even if it means subscribing to any kind of bulletin, emails. Build that bridge, practice that partnership. Keep the doors and windows to communication open. In that way, you can unlock the barriers to understanding what is happening with your children at school. Participate. Get involved with school events. Show up to all meetings that you can show up to. Having that high education expectation from families can be by far the most important type of family practice that affects student achievement. So some essential elements of successful family engagement. Well, in terms of educators, welcoming all families. Families can and should be active participants in the life of schools, but families often need to feel invited. They need to be included. They need to understand that their voices and their ideas are valued. Again, communicating effectively. So when families and school staff engage in regular, meaningful, two-way communication, that can really ramp up effective engagement. Supporting student success. Having that collaboration can really support learning and healthy development from school students. And having that opportunity to strengthen knowledge and skills to do so effectively is the goal of our family engagement project. Speaking for every child. Families can be empowered to advocate for their own and for other children to ensure that students are treated fairly and that they have access to learning opportunities to support success. Sharing power. So families and educators can really be equal partners in decision making that affect children and families, and together they can inform, influence, and even create policies, practices, and programming. And last but not least, collaborating with community based organizations. If we think about it, how our kids spend their time outside of school can be a really important factor to how they can increase their success. So, families and school staff, find ways to collaborate with your community based organizations and connect them to expanded learning opportunities, community service, civic participation. Community groups can really provide important resources for families, and educators can help with that linkage.
What defines a family? As you can see from the graphic on the screen, the child is at the trunk of the tree, but there are so many other people that pour into the child. So the family is not just your immediate family. It can be a parent, as we know. It could also be your teachers, your coach, your the person at the grocery store. So when we speak about the family, we are talking broadly, because the broader community and the networks of support that surround a child all pour in to that child. The family is a special group of people who love and care for one another. And you don't have to be related to care and love on a child. So you have to have a genuine relationship with that child to pour into them, to make sure that they're safe, to make sure that they're loved. So the New Jersey Family Engagement Hub will be working with families, schools, and communities to create a supportive environment where children thrive academically, socially, and emotionally. This collaboration, let me say this again, this collaboration strengthens the bond between home and school. As Kim talked about, it enhances communication. It ensures that everyone, again, everyone is working towards the goal of providing for the best possible opportunities and outcomes for our children to succeed. So where does family engagement take place? So my happy place is a book. That is where I am the most happy. So it is important that we provide family engagement opportunities at the place where children are happy. That could be at the home, that could be at school, it could be at the community center, it could be at the playground, it could even be at the library, at the after school program, at the rec center, or at the grocery store. So it is important for us as the New Jersey Family Engagement Hub, and working with the schools, with the community, and with the family to find those happy places for the children that we want to serve.
I love that, Lanisha. Family engagement is everywhere. The New Jersey Family Engagement Hub is coming to a district near you. We invite you to join us at our next webinar, live preferably on June 11th, where we will dive into summer learning and activities. We want to take this time to thank you for joining us today. Please scan the QR code to access our survey. Once you have filled out the survey, you'll receive an email to gain access to the Google file of resources shared today. Remember to please visit the New Jersey Family Engagement Hub website for updates and continued resources. Again, on behalf of the New Jersey Family Engagement Hub team, thank you.